Hi guys, I'm back with this video on how I clean my brushes. And I know it's been over a week. It's just I have been having difficulties recording anything right now due to the fact that because of the rain here in Southern California, my apartment kind of flooded a little bit over the walls, so I haven't been really able to do anything. But I'm showing you guys here the things that I do, what I use when I clean my brushes. I use soap, antibacterial soap, hand sanitizer, smelling kind, just in case you want that smell, a cup, elastic bands, and a towel. So, and I also a comb, just to use that part to kind of scrub my brushes there, or I use the palm sometimes. So what I do is just add a few drops into the cup of antibacterial soap, any type of antibacterial soap. It's hand soap, so it's really good. Leave them soft, and it'll actually really get in there, for all that bacteria that stays in your brushes. And the hand sanitizer is just for that extra cleanse and for that nice smell. That's from Bath Body Works, so I think that's how you say it. And I just add lukewarm water. I barely fill it up, and excuse my toothbrushes. But I barely fill up the cup because of all that foaminess. It's okay. I like using the cups that have like that sides to it where you can like scratch it. They have bumps, so I like using those. So the first thing that I do is just swirl it inside that cup. Then I use a comb to kind of like get the excess out. And I just keep on repeating this step until I feel it's clean enough. I either use the side of the cup or my hands to rinse it out, to rinse out any excess of it. And then after I do that, the way I hang them to dry, yes, I hang them to dry. This is where the elastic comes into hand. I just get the elastic, put it on there, and then go over the bar, your towel bar, and it hangs there to dry. And I repeat the steps with my other brushes, my face brushes. I do the same thing. I go back and forth with using the comb and using my palm. I just use both of them mainly because just so it can really get in there and clean all that makeup out. And then right here you see me just refill the cup because it was dirty with all that foundation from my buffing brush, from my Real Techniques one. So right here, this is all I do. I like doing this because it keeps them soft. It cleans them, like I said. It's antibacterial soap, so this is what I use, what I'm comfortable with using. Yeah, there's people that use the Johnson & Johnson, or the Sote bar. Yeah, that's good. If it works for you, it works for you, But this is something I do, something that has worked for me, has cleaned my brushes, has left them soft, and it works. People probably splurge on buying the expensive brush cleaners. Go ahead, you do that. I know there's the e.l.f. ones that are very affordable. Go ahead and do that too. But you can use things that are just at home and work just as good as well. So I just repeat the steps here again with all my brushes, all my face brushes. And again, after I do all of that, I empty out the cup, rinse out my brushes real good, and start hanging my brushes to dry. And the reason why I actually started doing this, I used to leave my brushes on top of a towel. But the reason why I started doing this is because the water will go down and it's less likely for your brushes to be coming off, like the handle coming off and all that. I've had problems where some of my brushes, the handles would come off. So it is a good way that the water will just drip down. So now I'm just repeating the steps for my eye brushes, my flat brushes, my blending brushes. I repeat the step, but I do use the comb more than my palm because it works faster. They're smaller, so it works faster. Now for my concealer brushes, I do take a little bit longer. I use both my palms and the brush because it has concealer in it and sometimes it dries up, so it gets a little harder. But you know, working it in your palm and the comb really good, it helps a lot. Just think of the comb like those Sigma flat brush cleaners. It works exactly the same. It's just that the comb is straight down and it doesn't have any bumps, circles, squiggly lines, anything like that. So for me, it works just as fine, I should say, than using one of those mats, you know. But yeah, it's the same thing I do with my eyeshadow brushes and all. I clean them. I use the same water because I barely even add color to my brushes, and plus I'm not leaving them inside that cup. I am rinsing it and going over it with the brush and the comb, so it's all good. It's all Gucci. But yeah, I repeat the same steps with the eyeshadow brushes. Just it's actually a little faster than my face brushes because they're smaller, and it's a lot. And after I clean the brushes and I hang them to dry, the reason why I started doing this too is because when I place them on the towel and leave them to dry there, they start folding the bristles of the brush and they start getting deformed. So like this way they'll just dry going down, and all the bristles of the brush will just go down as well, and they won't have any dents on them. Won't look funny, you know, they'll look just the way I got them. But yeah, this is how I clean my brushes. This is how I dry my brushes. If you guys like this video, give it a like, subscribe, hit that notification button so you can know when I upload any other videos. And until next time, lovelies, bye. Mwah.